All right, bet. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another. Oh shit, I'm gonna be looking that way then. Forgot about that. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another No Guidance podcast brought to you guys by yours truly, BERADA. I got two special guests here. I mean, shit, if you guys want to introduce yourself too.
Look, my name is Mundy, and yeah.
Like co-owner of OA Studios.
Oh yeah, my name is Mundy, co-owner of OA Studios. I'm also a recording artist from Seattle, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And shit.
Jay, you guys probably see me somewhere else. You feel me? Just another recording artist. And yeah. Keep it at that.
I mean, shit. I would say just based off of I say even just going off of experience. Mundy probably got the most experience out of me and D, like when it comes to music. So this was a question that that was in my head. I was low-key thinking about it, like if I started music right now, type of thing. Like, oh shit, like how would it be, Like not because when you first started, shit, that was like what? You first started recording was
2011.
2011.
What? Yeah, so that's almost 11 years now.
Yeah. Damn.
That's the real 10-year challenge.
Shit. No, for real. If you do some shit for 10 years, you're gonna get hella fit. But shit, I would say, if you were 2022, you're brand new to this music shit, and you're trying to become an artist, not like a producer or anything, like an artist, like a musician.
Yeah.
What would you say you would do if you had $1,000? Like that's your budget, and you want to become an artist in Seattle or Washington or whatever. And then,
I mean, like I said, $1,000.
$1,000.
Shit, bro. I mean, if you're starting from ground up.
Let's start from
ground up.
You have no connection in this music shit. You just moved from Alaska.
Say all right, you have like nothing. Like I have no laptop, no nothing. I'm just here. I just woke up one day and be like, hey, I want to make music.
All right,
like
that.
Yeah. I mean, $1,000. It sounds like a lot, but I mean, realistically, if you really think about like the cost of stuff now, that man, it might dwindle down pretty quick.
That's fast.
Because you gotta think. Say if you want to, if you don't have a laptop or any means to record yourself, studio time by itself, you gotta think. Depending on how long you book, that's like a few hundred out right there.
Yeah,
100 to 200 out right there.
I mean, shit. If you do want to book with OA though, yes. 45 an hour compared to everybody.
45 an hour.
I mean, think about that. And I see a lot of places. I mean, with this quality, some people be charging like $70, $60, $70, $80. So I say make sure you guys tap in. But yeah.
Yep, tap in. But I mean,
so let's say So you obviously need studio time. Say they booked here 45 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So say. What do you think is generous for a song to make?
And they're not just to record.
Mm-hmm, just to record. So like,
shit, you can get it done. It depends. You can get it done. In an hour or so.
Depends on how you want to go about that.
Yeah, but that's true.
Stuff already. Or?
Yeah. But if you're fresh out the game, it's gonna take you a little longer
to understand it too.
Yeah, just to know how to record and shit like that. So it's gonna take you a little longer. Versus somebody who's experienced who can come in here and just lay it down and just bam, that quick. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, like studio sessions, shit like that, that's already like a few hundred already. Mm-hmm. Then mixing on itself.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're already down to probably let's say like 700.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing about music too. Like when I first got into the music shit, I never really knew the whole side of mixing. Like when I first started making music or recording somewhere, I was like, oh yeah, we just put vocals on the track. Yeah. But it's not just that. Like I found out, you gotta mix, you gotta do all the mixing and shit.
I had to really learn to appreciate it like later on. Mm-hmm. Like at first, like I said, I was probably like you. Mm-hmm. You was like, man, as long as it sounds good, it sounds clear, they can hear my voice. It's it's ready to go.
That's right.
But then like nowadays, in hindsight, bro, like in retrospect, you listen to that stuff back, I'm like, man, this sounding crazy.
Yeah, compared to now,
like, bro, I'm like, man, like, dang. Mm-hmm. But you don't know that, like I said, I really learned to appreciate it because, man, like that's our own art in itself.
Yeah,
like I feel like just like it's like divided up. Like you got artists, niggas that write the music and the rappers and shit like that. Producer, that's a whole different side of it. And then engineering is a whole different art in itself. That's a whole different beast. But you have to really learn to appreciate it.
And I feel like for the beginner artist or beginner, like someone that's getting into music, I feel like the biggest thing that I would say, honestly, if you have $1,000 studio time, just get comfortable in the studio, find that, and then
But I would probably say before you even get in the studio, like really rehearse what you got, get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really, make sure you're ready to, when you get there to deliver.
Yeah.
Because you got to think you spending money.
Exactly.
Thousands.
Come in there with your sound found. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like in the beginning, it's hella hard to find your sound. Like I'll say, it just gets more comfortable on the mic.
I mean, just basically, just being ready, just to to record and all that. Do your homework. Just really try to learn little techniques and stuff like that. Just be confident. That's probably a big thing. Be confident with it.
I think for me also, like it's just like in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, it's just like, bro, why my voice sound like that? But then I feel like sooner or later you're gonna get used to what sound you're going for. Because in the beginning I'm like, bro, this shit not what I want it to sound like. Yeah. But then after a while you get familiar with it. It's just like with every other artist, you listen to them for so long and then they become accustomed to your ears. So. Yeah,
and they develop their their voice too, their rapper voice or whatever voice they're gonna go with. Because like me, I didn't always start out sound like that, or I just perfected it along the way. And I found the sound I wanted to go for. I was like, oh yeah.
And that's it takes time too though.
Yeah, it takes time, repetition. It's like going to the gym. You know what I mean? Right. Or playing a sport. Like you ain't gonna get better unless you
actually grind and put in the reps.
Out. Yeah, that's how music is. I've seen a lot of cats that had raw talent musically, but they didn't put the extra oomph into it, and they just, they somewhere else right now.
That's
they
the
on
thing.
look, they on IG, just on the sideline right now.
And that's the crazy thing. It's just like, man, like for you too, like you coming up when you first started making music, it's like you see the other people, like I guess in your area making music, and like when it came to you, like you've been in the game for 10 years now. What would you say? Like, what was that thing that kept you going? Like for young artists, like I guess like they wouldn't know what it is to actually like dedicate your craft like you did. So like, what was the thing that pushed you like to motivate? Be like, oh, okay, I got to do this.
I want to be good. Like I want to be respected. You know what I mean? That's what really put a chip on my shoulder. I really want to be respected. And if I'm the type of person, if I'm doing something, I gotta be up there. So even with music too, it's just I want to be respected. I want to be the best. Cause who wants to make music and suck?
That's facts.
Who wants to suck? Like who wants to be mediocre? Like and I always had a vision for it too. Like man, like I always like man, I knew what I wanted to do. It was just getting the pieces together to make it happen.
To make the puzzle all work and shit.
Yeah, but just I've learned a lot. I remember back like when I first started like making music and shit. Like I always like that was back when like I'm gonna put a timestamp on it. That was back when like Wiz Khalifa was really first coming out, Mac Miller. Yeah. So you had a lot of young artists, Tyga. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be the next young artist. Yeah. Like that. Like dang, Mac Miller's doing this at 17. I'm about to do that at 17 too. But shit, I was fooled. But that wasn't God's plan yet. Yeah.
And when you say, or I guess when you say you weren't, I guess it wasn't God's plan and all that. What would you say took you to that next level to get you, like, closer to that point of, like, the thing is, like you were saying in the beginning, in music, there's different crafts, like producing, like, actual artists, mixing and mastering and all that. Yeah. So, when it came to your connects and, like, coming up, how were you able to, find them? And I would say, like, even nowadays, what would you say, like, if it was 2022 and you're brand new, what would you say would be your best avenue?
So wait, the first part you said,
like how did you get your connects, and then I guess the follow-up question would be like, what would you do now?
The connects.
So what did you do back in 2011 to build up your like your network and all that, and then
I had to earn it, bro. I had to earn every connect and every situation that me or everybody else in my group has been in. We had to earn it. And I don't want to sound like an old head, but I was like, like it didn't come fast. Like had to put in that time. Like like people wasn't gonna give it to you. There wasn't Instagram was like in its beginning stages, but it wasn't the beast that it was today. Social media really wasn't what it was today. So you really had to earn it. Like you had to really gain respect from people. You know what I mean? Like you had to rap, bro. Like you had to be good at rapping. Like I remember like we would have like ciphers like every freaking day, bro. Basically,
what, high school and shit?
Back
Back in middle school or like
high school, like at the after school program we would go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we would record there too. But if we weren't recording, we was having ciphers. We was just spitting, putting on any hot beat, and we was just spitting. We were all lined up in a circle, and just whoever wanted to rap would rap. It was just sharpening our skills and just showing like, hey, you
got that shit.
Yeah, it's you know what I mean, because that's what it was back in the day.
It's like proving ground, huh?
Yeah, it was for the love of the art. It's like, man, like to be respected, like you had to be the best at what you did. Like you had to say the the flyest lyrics, the hardest bars. It wasn't more of just like who got the most followers.
Yeah.
Or this dude's popular. It was more like it was more about just
the craft too.
The craft and just your ability, your lyrical ability. Like I'm not trying to sound like an old head or nothing, but nowadays it ain't about that. Like it's just about who's popular. Yeah. Or
who looks like they got it.
That or who like I said, like who's popular. Like it might be somebody who ain't really
that talented
there, but it's like I guess you got way with the people that he's just popular. But I feel like nowadays too, like I feel like a lot of people don't really dive into that, like really be like, all right, I'm trying to be the best of what I could be, or I want to be something unique. I want to bring something different to the table. I want to inspire. I want to make an impact. I feel like everybody else is just trying to fit in.
They're just because it's like a trend nowadays.
Yeah, and it's just the cool thing to be. You know what I mean? It's the cool thing. It's hard. Well, rapping has always been the cool thing to be, but I feel like at the end of the day, for me, you gotta say something. You gotta bring substance, something different to the table. You know what I mean? Like that's Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that stuck with me was I remember one of my homies was like, when it comes to this music shit, it's like we already got Lil Uzi Vert, so why you want to be acting like him? Or why do you want to be like him? Like you could. The thing is you could build your own way, but why would you want to copy someone else that's already famous on what they do?
Exactly. And I feel like that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people are trying to imitate what they see. Yeah. Whatever the hot sound is, which that's cool. Like I'm all for taking inspiration from different stuff. Yeah. But make it your own. Put it in a pot and then just mix it up and become your own artist.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, people your story is unique to unique to people. Yeah. So there might be somebody that might be similar to you that wants to hear that. Yeah. And that was kind of the main thing for me getting into music too and writing. It was at that point in time in music, there wasn't nobody that I really could identify with. Yeah. That told the story I want to tell, or I want to hear. Yeah. So I was like, shit, I gotta tell it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or I'm gonna try my best to tell it and fill in that void that I was missing. And I know that other people as well might be too. Yeah. So that's basically what it was.
And let's go back to the analogy of like you were saying. I guess music in a sense is kind of like any other sport. You got to practice and do, get the reps in and all that. So what was your form of getting your reps in when it came into this music shit?
Man, writing every day. Back, especially when I first started, I was writing every day. Yeah. Trying to be in the studio as much as I can. Even to this day, I'm a studio rat, bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
I love, I just soak up everything. Even if I'm not recording, if I'm just in here in a session just sitting, I'm soaking up everything, the environment. I'm looking how people is recording. I'm looking at, the techniques they using are like, bro, he's harmonizing like that. Think I haven't tried that before, but that sounds kind of fire. I might have to, take that to my arsenal. Or just seeing, how people, just, I'm a studio rat, bro. I just love making music, and I feel like even great athletes and stuff like that, like LeBron, we could even say Kobe and stuff like that, they really were students to the game. You know what I mean? You didn't have to tell them to get on the basketball court. It was already the first one in and the last one out. Yeah. And even when they was at home, done with practice, shoot, they was still, mine was on the game and just stuff like that. And that's kind of how I approach it, So I used to always write every day.
No, I feel like writing isn't. I feel like at this point, if you don't know, if you're trying to get into music, just be writing automatically. I think that's something that you could do wherever. Yeah. Honestly, pen and pad, or we got our iPhones nowadays, and it's so easy to just actually write shit down and actually make a complete song rather than being like, oh yeah, well, you know, freestyling and shit.
Right. And also too, just you gotta study. You gotta study the game.
Yeah.
You gotta study who came before you.
Yeah.
You gotta study what's going on now. And then you gotta, you know, make your own move and see how you could bring that to the future. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know what went on, you know, before you, you ain't gonna know. Or you know, because there's like, I remember for a point in time I was really like hella into boom bap and stuff like that. That's how I really like learned how to really like perfect my lyricism and respect, you know, real lyrics and stuff like that, and actually say something. So yeah, just stuff like that. You gotta really study it.
And I think, you know, that analogy of making or just music and sports being the same thing, I see it like it's like dead ass the same thing at the end of the day, because like, you know, like you were saying, you know, you pick and choose what you like about, you know, maybe you see someone recording like this. It's the same thing for like, think about basketball. It's like you see AI crossing like this or Kyrie laying it up like that. Now you gotta try and do it, but also make it your own in a sense, because if you're trying to be a hooper, you're not trying to be anybody else. You're trying to be like you. I mean, obviously we got idols, but the thing is, like, if you want to be yourself and you want to be you and you want to be like someone like that's up there, you got to be unique, because there is no other MJ.
Nah, there isn't.
In both sense of Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan. Like, think about that.
You just gotta find your niche in which you bring different to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because shoot, it ain't, you know, you can't be trying to be like somebody else. You know, because you always gonna fall short majority of the time.
Yeah, that's,
you know.
Damn, that's some crazy shit though. It's just like with this music shit, I would I would say you just get to that 10,000 mark. I feel like that 10,000 hours, anything that you're trying to do, whether if it pertains to music or any of this other shit, like I would say just dedicate yourself to the game and don't worry about the money. Like if you really want to be, if you want to spend money wherever, don't look at the clock when you're working type shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
You gotta really make a plan and stick with it. Like, like really stick with it. Cause I know people, or I've seen people, you know, they'll make the plan, but it's like they'll be like, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna be in the studio, but then they never follow through. Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, and then be mad that they're not getting the results they want. So it's like, I mean, bro, like you gotta stick with it.
Like, I feel like a lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be sounding like this, and then when they hop on the mic, they don't sound like it, and they're like, they blame the engineer and shit. I'm like, man,
oh, bro, I hate that.
That'd be the worst.
I hate that, bro.
Bro,
that really like pisses me off when people do that. Cause like, bro, you just like, bro, that pisses me off, bro.
You ever have a situation where you record?
Bro, like, man, like somebody would be like, bro, that's you. They're like, bro, they'll blame like everything.
Bro, slap the auto-tune, bro. Just do that.
Or they're like, oh, the auto-tune's off. I'm like, nah, bro, the auto-tune's doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like the auto-tune ain't gonna put a cape on and save you. Like, you gotta put some effort into it. You know? Bro, I've seen it. I've been looking like, bro, like, what are you, like, like, bro, like, you're just off key, bro. Like, it's just like, you know?
Yeah, and it's crazy, too, because when I heard Lil Durk, when he was like, yeah, like, auto-tune, you actually gotta like, use it properly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know. And I'll say, the thing that helped me, honestly, just get in front of a mic and just have the auto-tune. Yeah. And as simple as it is, just record. Just get your own shit. Like, if you're I feel like a brand new artist, get your own shit. Invest in learning this shit if this is the craft like you want to actually do.
Yeah. You know? Like how my auto-tune sound now wouldn't sound like that a few years ago. You know what I mean? I had to figure it out. It wasn't smooth. You had to learn out, you know, it's
like all the ins and outs, like, oh, chromatic mode, minor,
what
major,
key to be in,
all that shit.
Man, bro, bro.
Yeah, I feel like,
learn.
Man, like, this is the shit that I was saying was like, bro, if you don't even know what EQ and reverb is, bro, don't talk to me when it comes to mixing, bro. Like, you don't even know shit at this point, you know?
You know, but
bro, that's low key a little rude. But I'll say, to wrap it up and all that, and since we're in a studio, what would you say is the biggest things to know or to keep in mind or like have prepared before getting into the studio? Like, you know, like how you're saying, oh yeah, make sure you guys have like, at least when you come here, have that shit memorized. I guess, like, what's some other etiquette shit that to keep
be on time.
That's facts.
That's the most important thing. Be on time. Have your stuff ready, music ready. and really value your time here or at any studio. Because, man, bro, I've seen a lot, you know, people come in and just trick off. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you gotta treat this like a job. Some people come here, they'll come, they'll smoke, we'll get done. Like some, I swear, like some people, they just like the experience. They want the experience of being a rapper.
They want speakers.
No. They want to do everything, you know, that comes with the rapper lifestyle. They want to smoke the weed. They want to bring the women. They want to have the bottles. They want to have the homies, but not do, but not rap, but not do the like they want to do the whole lifestyle, but do what they're supposed to do.
They want the look, but they don't want to put in the work.
Yeah. They want to come in, you know. Come in late, you know, that, and then be like, yeah. And then when it comes to the music,
for real, it's like,
yeah, that's the biggest thing. And just also, too, just respecting the environment in the studio that you're in, and understand that every studio has probably a different, they have a different set of rules. You know what I mean? Like, the engineer is the, you know, that's the guy. Yeah. The guy or the woman, whoever it is, that's the person. So, and this is one thing that I learned. Yeah. Even recording wise and even sound wise, always treat, you know, your sound person, your engineer, like, with respect. 'Cause at the end of the day, they're the person who
making you sound good or bad.
Exactly. Make them feel, you know, make them feel special. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not an easy job. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with multiple artists a day and just stuff like that. You know, but just really respect the space you're in. Respect the engineer. Yeah, just respect everything, the rules and all that. That's basically the biggest thing for me. Yeah, and like I said, be ready.
I mean, shit, respect does go a long way, too. Think about that.
It do.
Like, imagine if I'm recording for someone brand new. I don't even know who it is, but this person ends up becoming the biggest artist ever. And I was that first person who was being nice, and now I'm connected. Or vice versa. Same shit. Like, you record with me. And, you know, and shit, maybe I'm popping, and then you're like, oh, yeah, you know this.
And you don't know who knows who.
Yeah.
Because what you'll learn as you're in the, like, you know, the music scene is, like, everybody is kind of intertwined. Yeah. Because I remember, like I would do a show, you know, one guy was running the sound, and I did, like, 3 other shows. He was running the sound for all 3 of them shows. I was like, oh, shoot, you're here, too? Oh, this is it? Yeah, so imagine if I pissed him off, or if I acted like an ass, or acted entitled, or, you know what I mean, got mad at him how I was sounding, instead of being like, all right, my name is Woo. All right, you're doing my set today. All right, thank you. You know, or, you know what I mean, just tell him, or just suggest, all right, we'll do that. You know, but imagine,
you carry yourself.
It's how you carry yourself, because a lot of people don't be carrying themselves right. Artists. And I'm saying that because I can see it from both sides. As somebody who runs a studio, who sat in on sessions and just see things like, bro, artists kind of, man, they be kind of crazy. Like, you got to respect, you know, the people who are building the foundation for you. Without them, you ain't there. That goes for even, recording engineers, producers, videographers, photographers. But respect all them people. That's the main thing.
And plus, they're doing a service for you.
Yeah.
And if you don't respect them, they might not give you the same quality that they might give the person that's actually doing some shit that's actually like, hey, oh shit. Hey, bro, here's a tip. You know, you really did plug me. Touch it. Like, you know, that whole thing. So
like, don't rush the engineer. Don't rush the mix, bro. If you're getting stuff mixed, do not rush the mix, bro. Do not. Please don't. You know,
if you want it to sound good and to be a point where, you know,
let that engineer cook, bro. Let him cook. Even like this is off studio topic, but even videographers, I hear so many stories, bro, about people rushing videographers. Let him cook. You know, give him a reasonable timetable. Yeah. Like, if your video's taking like
maybe like a month, 2 months.
Okay, then you could press the issue. But man, give
one day.
Yeah, one day. They're like, oh, bro, you guys see it?
You know what's fucking, you know what's crazy is Ghostboy was telling me about, bro. He had this one person when he first started recording. They wanted that the next day, and he had to bust his ass the whole night to get it to him. But now he's like making way more money than he was before, and then finding like clientele. And it's just like, just know, like, stick to it.
And it's like, if you want that quality that you fell in love with, that you're seeing that person put out, let them do what they do to get to it.
That's facts. Just put your trust in them.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
But shit, I mean, other than that, let's just plug the studio, the website.
Oh yeah, anybody, if you're trying to book, go to oabnsound.com/booking.
Yep.
If you want to book.
Yeah. $45 an hour. Shit,
45.
you could choose who you want to engineer your session. You got me, BERADA, you got Mundy.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, hopefully maybe D could start recording. But
Yeah. You know.
but shit, I mean, other than that, you could just plug in your socials and all that, and then we just wrap it up.
My socials is at my hundreds on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever.
I got you.
TikTok, whatever.
Guys, you find me I'm gonna just put my gram up there, just JD White, or I don't know what the rest of it is, but I'm sure if you type in that, I'll be there. Somewhere on there.
DM me if you want further info. You hear me? But yeah, you guys know me, BERADA.
Yeah.
At everything. But you guys know, No Guidance Podcast, new episodes every Sunday. And because 2022, we got new episodes on Wednesdays too, 2 times a week. And every Thursday, we dropping new tutorials, whether it's dance, shit, music, anything really. Just make sure you guys just let me know what you guys want for the next month and all that. Yeah, we'll catch you guys. Peace.
Yeah.